Well, deer season is now underway, and hunters, you may want to listen up. The Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks have confirmed 2 cases of chronic wasting disease in the deer population right here in Mississippi. Tonight, the department held a community meeting in Pontotoc County to talk about the disease. Our Quentin Smith has more.
Chronic wasting disease is a brain disease that's found in deer and causes small lesions on the brain of infected animals. And with this most recent case that was found here in Pontotoc County, state agencies are now on a mission to prevent the infection from spreading to other animals throughout the state. Hundreds of deer hunters and concerned citizens poured inside the gym at North Pontotoc Attendance Center on Thursday night. The State Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks informed everyone about chronic wasting disease and what hunters need to be aware of during this hunting season.
Chronic wasting disease is a misfolded protein that accumulates in the lymphatic and nervous tissue of white-tailed deer, and it causes them to slowly decline in health, and ultimately it's always fatal.
For some animals, it may be a year or even longer before symptoms start to develop. A few of those symptoms includes excessive saliva and progressive weight loss, among others. Just a few weeks ago, a deer that was found in Pontotoc County tested positive for the contagious disease. Now agencies are coming up with ways to prevent CWD from spreading into other parts of the state.
Our goal right now is to monitor the extent, the geographic extent of this disease, as well as the prevalence, meaning how many deer have it, and determine where it is, and then we will develop strategies for moving forward on how to mitigate the disease.
And to help mitigate that disease, the Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks is now relying on help from hunters. The agency says everyone can still enjoy deer hunting season. However, whenever a hunter kills a deer, the agency is asking for that hunter to submit samples of the animal into the department.
There's a variety of ways that they can do that. We'll have we'll have manned check stations during the deer season where they can bring the deer to us, as well as we have freezers where they can drop the heads off. All of this is voluntary, but we're encouraging hunters to do that so that, again, we can monitor for this disease.
CWD can be passed from one animal to the next through a variety of ways, including feces, urine, or saliva. Once an animal tests positive for the disease, state agencies will implement a feeding ban as another way to prevent it from spreading.
So in the CWD management zone, which incorporates Union and Pontotoc counties, as well as all portions of Lee County west of Highway 45, there's no supplemental feeding. Carcasses may not be transported outside of the zone, so there are some regulations in place.
Now, according to the State Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks, chronic wasting disease is present in 25 states. And I do want to point out there is not a cure for the disease. Reporting in Pontotoc County, Quentin Smith, WCBI News.
Well, there have been no reported cases of humans catching the disease. Experts recommend not eating the deer meat until after all test results from that have been returned.